Welcome to the RIU Yucatan luxury 5-star hotel and 24-hour all-inclusive resort located in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. This property features 3 pools, a swim-up bar, 5 dining venues, beachfront property, and so much more. Now, I'm going to go over my entire experience with all of you from top to bottom, ranging from things like the pricing. I will show you my room and all the other cool and amazing amenities of this resort. This whole series of videos, because there are going to be 5 of them, is a collaboration between myself as well as my travel agent partner and sponsor, Lux Rally Travel Agency. Throughout this 5-part series, I will be experiencing 5 different luxury hotel and resorts throughout the Quintana Roo, Yucatan area. That is the tourist area here in Mexico. Each one expected to be better than the last. I'm doing this not only to provide some entertainment for all of you, but hopefully you will notice that even in the luxury realm, there's still levels to this. We are going to start here at the very front of the property and then work our way through all of the nooks and crannies here at RIU Yucatan. Now, for those of you out there that are first of all wondering about safety, there is a 2-level security system to get in here. There is a giant resort property that we are currently on. You have to get through that security to get into the resort area. After that, you have to go through a second check security in order to get to this location, the RIU Yucatan. The parking here at RIU Yucatan is limited. However, I would assume that any visitors coming to this property would either be shuttling in or taking a cab, because they'll probably either be staying here primarily or exploring the city of Playa del Carmen. For that, they can take either a 30-minute walk over to that area, or there will be cabs circling around 24/7. There is a gym and spa near the entrance of the RIU Yucatan. They are open from sunup to sundown. As we make our way into the lobby, as you can see, it is overall pretty nice and luxurious to some degree. You do have the check-in counter. You have an area to rent a car. They do also have a store if you need some pharmaceuticals or any knickknacks, any snacks, whatever you may need. Upon check-in, of course, you will be given your room key. That way you can access your room. You'll be given a visitor wristband. That way all the employees and security know that you are supposed to be on the property. You also get additional information, like the fact that you can access not only this property, the RIU Yucatan, you can access the property across the street, the RIU Tequila, its nightclub, which I'll show you later, as well as the RIU Playa Car down the street. You can access all of its amenities and features and dining options. As we work our way in, we do have the Cancun bar here to the right. This is a 24-hour bar, and being that this is an all-inclusive, obviously all the drinks are free. I have to be honest with you though, there is no mid to top shelf drinks that are available here, but it does do the job. To the left, you have some lounging areas, and then over in the corner here to the right, you have 2 of the 5 restaurants. You have the Sicilia restaurant, which is an Italian option here. You also have La Hacienda. This is an international buffet venue. It also serves as a nightclub venue on Fridays. There's a collaboration between this hotel, RIU Yucatan, and the hotel across the street, the RIU Tequila. They bring everybody in here for a themed nightclub event. This Friday, it's going to be the White Party. Just to the right of the bar, all the way down the hall, you have Shanghai. This is the 3rd dining option here at the RIU Yucatan. It serves Asian food. As we make our way out of the lobby here, there are 2 paths for you to take. This one here just takes you down to the rooms and accommodations. There are 507 rooms available on this property, ranging from standard and suites. There's a smoking area off to the right, and then over this way, you do have a beachy-like area of hammocks and cabanas. There's also the adults-only pool, which is relatively quiet. There's not a lot of music playing here. There's cabanas over here, plenty of lounging areas and seating available. You also have the Ibiza bar that is open during the daytime hours. We're going to go ahead and walk to my room. I am in room number 1307. Let me know in the comments, guys, what you've seen so far. Would you consider this luxury? As you can see, the buildings are all white to kind of exemplify purity and perfection. Now, given at the front there is no valet, and bag service as far as people taking your bags to your room is limited, I've noticed, but overall, let me know what you think. My room is on the 3rd floor. Something you all should know, there are no elevators here to get to your room, so I do wonder how they accommodate people that maybe are, let's say, in a wheelchair, or they need some type of walking assistance. Maybe they have rooms in which they put them all on the 1st floor, but a little inconvenient. Here we are, 3rd floor. There is my room, 1307. However, before we go in, one thing I do want to point out, you see all this lush greenery? Since I have been here, right in this area alone, I have seen capybaras running around, I've seen monkeys, I've seen Mexican raccoons. Very tropical and cool environment. Let's go ahead and check out the room. I'm going to give you guys a very brisk walkthrough and tour. Now, as you can see, as soon as you walk in the room, Yeah, it's functional. It's nice. It's kind of got this Santorini Greece type deal going on with all of the white and blue. As far as the pricing, do keep in mind it's January. It's technically a peak season for all-inclusives in Mexico. People want to come here before it gets too hot. So you're talking about a price range of between $250 to $300 per night in order to stay in this accommodation. As you can see for the beds, it is a double bed, which I am not complaining at all. I can roll around all over the place on this bed. Pretty nice. You have a table, 2 chairs. The outlets are limited. They are not on both sides. There's an American outlet here. There's one down there in a random spot, and I believe there's one in the restroom as well, which we'll check out in a minute. Let's check out this pretty large balcony, especially considering if you're like cruising regularly to see all of this. A lot of room to work with. As far as the view, it's not an ocean view. I do believe they reserve that primarily for all the suites areas, but there is a lot of lush greenery. Still very nice. Sorry for the glare, by the way. We have a cable TV. There's plenty of drawer or dresser space. There is a table or a setup for you to put all of your luggage. As we work our way to the bathroom, you do have the thermostat, so it's not just this fan here. If it was, and well, the idea of luxury would be out of the way in my opinion. But we work our way into the bathroom. You do have a lot of closet space here. You have an iron, you have an umbrella that they give to you. You see there's hangers in here as well. Looking at the bathroom, it is pretty nice. They did separate the toilets. So let's say if you're staying with somebody and they want to use the facilities in here while somebody, let's say, goes number 1 or 2 in the bathroom, well, they can just close the door. This setup here is very interesting. As you can see, there's plenty of sink space for you to put all your toiletries, makeup, what have you. There's a hairdryer over here. There's towels over here, plenty of them. You also have this guy here. Now, as you can see, you've got your basics, right? It's very low-level liquor, but you've got your tequila, your Jose Cuervo, you've got your rum, you've got your vodka, and you've got your gin. I was told at the front desk that whenever this runs low, they will fill it for you free of charge. You've got a coffee maker here, 2 giant bottles of water, and then you have a mini bar down here as well. Sorry. By the way, there's the other outlet. All of this is included with your stay, so you can indulge as much as possible, which is very rare for a mini bar. Finally, we've got the shower. Now, the shower itself is pretty small. This door doesn't close all the way for whatever reason. It just kind of hangs there, very squeaky. But the shower does function well. It does the job, and here you go. Now, based off of everything that we've seen so far, the room and some of the property, there's a lot more that we have to see. I asked you a few minutes ago if you would consider this a luxury resort. Some people could argue that there isn't such thing as a luxury all-inclusive because people that want to do things luxuriously don't really care so much about the price, and that's usually why people may go to an all-inclusive. A middle-class family, for example, they don't want to have to be hit randomly with some charges at the end of their experience, so they go to an all-inclusive. Everything is taken care of. It's out of the way. You're not going to be surprised by some crazy charge that you occurred while you were here. The term or idea of luxury will obviously mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. If you take a family of 4 that has stayed in a Motel 6 every time they've gone on vacation, if they were to come here, they would be shocked and awed and wowed, and they think this is the best, most luxurious place that they have ever stepped foot in. Where on a general sense, let's say luxury, I think of like a Rosewood, a Nobu over in Miami, Amman. There are a lot of options. However, with somebody that is staying in, let's say, a base tier Hilton or Hyatt, come here and be just floored by how luxurious all this is, Just to be clear, I don't think this is a bad property by any means. It's a very nice property. However, in the category of luxury, given I haven't stayed in a lot of luxurious places, I've stayed in a few. And considering where I come from, I grew up in a trailer. To be here now, it's absolutely mind-blowing. But to say this is luxury, I'm just kind of on the fence. I would say this is more so a mainstream type resort where middle-class families can come and enjoy themselves for a great price. As we work our way back to the beach and pool area, we do run into the buffet area here. Now, they do serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner here, and they have a pretty decent amount of options. As far as the food, if I had to be honest with you, it was pretty bland. I would argue that cruise ship food from really any line is going to be better than the buffet food that I saw here and tasted here. However, great range of options. You also have the 4th and 5th restaurants here. However, it's the same restaurant, so to speak. They're both called La Margarita. One is a steakhouse, another one is a Mexican option. Getting over to the pool area here, there are technically 2 pools. They are connecting. There is a hot tub in the center of it. You do have 2 main bars. There's a Cozumel bar and another standalone bar. There are pop-up bars all over the place as well. Plenty of seating in cabanas. They also have an area called Pepe's Food where you can get basically just hot dogs, hamburgers, you know, beach-like food. Cozumel Bar is the pool bar, and it's usually pretty busy. There is another connecting side on the back of Cozumel Bar that's also usually pretty busy. However, the drinks are served pretty efficiently. They are quick, and they do get to everybody. However, a tip at the beginning of your experience when you arrive here does go a long way with the bartender, whether you are at a resort, all-inclusive, or even a cruise ship. And as far as the operating hours of this area, it is open from sun up to sundown, or 8 a.m. to around 9 p.m. Just past the pool area here, as we make our way to the right of the pool, you do have a staging area during the evening hours. They do have a different set of variety events. They might have a Michael Jackson show and everything in between. And then down here, as we make our way over to the beach, they also have ping pong tables. Let's go ahead and head down to the beach. As you can see, they have this area here called RIU Fit. They may have some salsa classes, they could have yoga, pretty much everything in between. Down here by the beach, you do have a bunch of activities. There's a water sports center, we have a scuba center over here, jet skis that are available to rent. You keep in mind, even though it's an all-inclusive, you do have to pay for some additional items, like for example, a massage over here on the beach if you want one. As we make our way down to the beach, as you can see, there is a decent amount of seating. I haven't seen anybody fighting for any lounge chairs since I've been here. This beach is large, it's beautiful, it's clean, and it does stretch all the way down that way to all the way down this way over to Senior Frogs. You probably can't see it, but down yonder is Cozumel, Mexico, one of the most popular cruise ports in all the world. You've probably been over there once or twice. This here, Playa del Carmen, is the mainland from Cozumel, Mexico. You can get over there via ferry. They have something called the Ultramar. If I remember correctly, usually it's around 15 to 20 bucks round trip to get over to Cozumel from Playa del Carmen. They do have beach volleyball if you want to play. If not, you can enjoy this amazing beach and scenery. So as the night sets in, we are of course going to check out some of the evening festivities. However, I am starving, so we're going to go get some food at one of the specialty dining options. Personally, I'm feeling steak tonight, so I think we're gonna check out La Margarita. Well, that was interesting. So the restaurant itself wasn't horrible, wasn't exactly set up nice by any means. The service was a little slow in my opinion. They did have some interesting appetizers, mozzarella sticks and salads. Everybody got some. And when it came to the steak, they only had one option in the steak house. It's a 12-ounce ribeye. And don't get me wrong, it wasn't amazing. However, I swear they have the same steak at the buffet. Let's go check out the nightlife, starting with the 24-hour bar. So like I told you guys earlier today, the benefit to staying in the RIU resort area is that you not only get access to the resort that you're staying in. For example, I'm staying at the RIU YUCATAN. You can also cross over to the other resorts. Right now I'm at the RIU Playa Car, and it is pretty nice. The shows over there where I was at was well, they're almost non-existent to be honest. They had karaoke, so I decided to go over to Playa Car and check out the entertainment over here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. My time here at the RIU Yucatan. Would I say, as far as final thoughts, that this is considered luxury? Sure. Like I said earlier, there are plenty of people that would look at this and say, man, this is really luxurious. However, I would say as a product, it's a good product, especially if you are, let's say, traveling with the family and you want to kind of have some fun. You want to have a good time. There are plenty of options. Again, you don't just have the RIU Yucatan over here in Playa del Carmen. You have the RIU Playa Car. You have the RIU Tequila. It is a nice perk and bonus for you to be able to bounce around between resorts and check out all of the amenities, the shows, the food and eateries. And, well, it's overall a pretty decent product. And I would say that, yeah, if you want something that you want to come hang out, have a good time, this is the place to be. But of course, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hit that like button on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out Lux Valley Travel Agency for all of your vacation and travel booking needs. And know, as usual, I love and appreciate every single one of you. I'll see you later. Take it easy.